the midst of all this, there is safety for the righteous. For they that dwell in the secret place of the Most High.
I mean, we couldn't help it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't hear that kind of tune and be sitting.
Amazing. Oh, let's take our seats. Let's sit. Well, it doesn't need any introduction.
Now I see
guess.
that there are broadcasters who should be on stage.
The legendary Buchi is right here with us. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Good to be here.
Good to see you. It's been a long time. I think the last time I saw you was in Port Harcourt. CC Johnson concert and all of that. Do you remember all of this? And, oh boy, it's been a journey.
Yes, but it has been a journey.
It's been a journey.
You're not even sure where to start at this point.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Well, I saw you a few seconds ago on the screen.
So you're here with us, and welcome to the program. We must welcome you. This is your first time on the Morning Brief. So
thank you. Yes, I did.
But some of us have known your story, but maybe not everybody know your story. One of the most compelling things about you is not just your sound; it's the story that drives your sound. You want to walk us through that? I know you said it over and over, but it just keeps becoming new every time you say it.
It will take the entire program.
No. You can do that in 2 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm coming from a peculiar background, a nightclub DJ, and at the same time a university lecturer. What a combination, yes?
Wow.
And transiting to the choir of a church. And having been involved in the campus confraternities, cults, having been involved in drug abuse, having been involved in all of those things, youth violence, my music had to be somewhat different, influenced by that background and also with an intention to make a change. And so all of those escapades led me into the kind of stories that you are referring to, stories that manured the songs that I eventually put out. Gun running, violence. I recently published a book titled My Weed and I, which talks about what the weed could do to the mind of a growing child, indeed adults as well. I'm trying not to tell the story. I suspect that you are
yes, no, you're free to say what you want to say.
Referring to. But it is true that at a point in my life, we were lined up for execution. It is true that the people who were to execute us were already kneeling before us, ready to fire. It is true that I called out to a God that I didn't know. If you save me, I will serve you. Since we don't have all the time, let me just say that he saved me from that firing squad. And I devoted my life to serving him. Yes? And to seeing that my music is not empty, to seeing that my music becomes an extension of the classroom for me, having been a teacher in the university, to see that my music, the stage becomes an extension of the classroom. Who says that the musician cannot sing about GMOs? Who says that the musician cannot sing about government policies? Who says that the musician cannot sing about trends, events, and happenings which inform the quality of life of the people? If you go back in time and look at the songs that were released between 1967 and 1975, they talk about the war and the experiences of a wartime. So I'm amazed that I now live in a generation that whose music does not seem to document the happenings of our time.
Oh.
I'm amazed that I live in a generation where the musician is no longer a philosopher, but some kind of rabble rouser. You are everything. You are allowed to sing just about anything, not things of substance. So I come from a different perspective. I believe that we should clean up our lyrics. I believe that we should apply ourselves and our art to things that are relevant to society. I do not think that gainful discussions should be had by serious minds
Alone.
and by serious minds. The musician is a serious mind as well. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. I do not think that these discussions should be had by serious minds. And then as an aside, let's listen to some music. And then the musician begins to talk about the wagging of the bum and all of that, the shaky, shaky, shaky. No, I don't think so. The musician is a philosopher. The musician is that person whose words can be quoted even in serious discourses.
Oh.
Well, Buchi, some of us have heard your story in the past, but it remains new every time you share it, and you're a gift. We're grateful, to still have your music and you being a force of good. I'd like. There's so many things to talk about. I don't even know where to go, but I'll go to your book and the concern arising from it that you had to address recently. The comment made by someone that little wonder that you had to do reggae, because of your past with drugs. But I'd like you to address that, particularly because there's now a preponderance of that view that every musician must use performance-enhancing drugs before they can excel at their performance, particularly because they have to stand before a very huge crowd. And then, when you look at the history and the founding father of reggae music itself, I'd like you to touch on that as a difference and a departure from the norm.
I think it's a narrative sold by people of interest or people interested in the matter. It's like saying to me that to watch a good movie, I need a popcorn. Yeah, they go together. And people buy it and people do it. They practice it. It's like saying that for me to watch a good football match, I need a particular kind of drink with me. It's okay to sell your product. It's okay to sell your idea. But I don't have to accept it absolutely, because I know that I can watch a good movie without a popcorn or with something else. I also know that I can watch a football game without the drinks in question. Yes? In the same way, there is no relationship between reggae music and the weed. There is no relationship. Bob Marley, if that's who you refer to as a founding father, was not the founding father of reggae music. Reggae music was before Bob Marley came. Yes, it began from Africa. It's a sound that was taken from Africa into the plantations, and it began as ska and grew into root rock reggae, rubber dub, dancehall, and it evolved over time to what we have today. But nothing says that you can't sing without smoking. It's an idea sold by people, perhaps organizers and administrators of music, and people bought it. Are they really performance enhancing? Do you do better when you're high? Really? I don't. Yes, I've been there. Now I'm here. And I do know for sure that the substances I took at that time did not enhance my performance. I don't think they did. It is true, however, that you have to be in a certain state of mind to give your best. Drugs don't take you there. There's so many other things that can take you there. Deep thinking can take you there. Concern for what you are singing about can take you there. Get you impassioned in such a way that you are not just singing, but you bring some kind of advocacy into your performance. For me, the Holy Spirit takes me there also. I can pray myself into that place where I say to myself, I'm here on a mission. I'm not just singing. And when I'm there and I have that consciousness, my performance would be different. So performance enhancing drugs, no. Those things just destroy the mind.
I mean, you put it quite succinctly, and we're still going to get to hear you or your performance play for our viewers. But, this conversation can go all the way to the fact that all of the biggest musicians in Nigeria today, you'll have seen them at some point using different substance or drinks and the rest, and they're still the biggest. And it looks like there is actually a demand for that. So supply is one thing, but some supply will never thrive if there is no demand for it. So their music is being streamed. They have more followers than even maybe some gospel artists put together, and I'm not even trying to trash it. It's just a reality. Brands go for them. By the way, brands that you say, oh, they're responsible brands and all that, they say no to this, or at their events or at their activations, those are the people they bring in. And I can go on and on. We can go deeper into this. So maybe, I don't know if it's sometimes a lost battle. If you look at it as, okay, this is what it is. There's really nothing much we can do because we've been at this for as long as I can remember, yet it looks like it is getting worse.
I don't think it's a lost battle. Even if you are losing the battle, you must keep fighting. Because it could be your child tomorrow. I know people who, the very first time they took that substance, lost their minds until yesterday. They had not recovered themselves. And these are things that happened over 30 years ago, 20 years ago. The fact that a lot of people are following a thing doesn't make it right. Anything you promote would gain followership. And so if we decide to promote that which is right, if we decide to promote a consciousness of creativity without drugs, it would become popular also. But this is cheap. This is available to people. It has mass followership. And so if you're an investor, you put your money in it and you make more money. What are they looking for? They're looking for money. They're looking for fame. But we're looking for something else. Money is good. Fame is good. But do you have to lose your soul? Do you have to lose your life? Do we have to lose these children in search of money? Do we have to promote that which we know destroys them ultimately? No, we don't. I'd say no to that. Is it a lost battle? Absolutely not. We will continue to say that you can be at your best without performance enhancing drugs.
All right, let's take one of your sounds. Then we're going to come back and take a few more questions as time will allow. Let's listen to him.
Shut up, shut up. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo, bang. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo, shut up, shut up. Why should a man carry God and fail? Why? Why should a man carry God and cry? Why? See, it was a beautiful African Sunday. Man, them dress up in them three-piece suit and the beautiful colors of the African print. I was glad when they said to me, come if we go into the house of God on that Sunday morning. It was a Sunday morning. Jubilation in my heart as I joined the congregation. Oh, what a revelation when the preacher man flowed.
Lovely song. Why is the title? Buchi, I have two questions. I want to pack it in one, but permit me. One, tell us about this song. What inspired this song? And for as long as I've known you, you've been like this. You never grow old. I don't know what else.
In a few weeks, I'll invite you to my 60th.
Woo!
birthday, yes.
You want to be 60?
I'll be
60.
60 in a few weeks.
on.
And I'll
Wow.
invite you.
I'll be glad to come.
Yes, of course. We'll do some skanking in that place. Success is not as much a mystery as failure is for a child of God. Why should a man carry God and fail? If you say God can do all things, if you say that God created everything, if you say it's God who promotes, and you say that God lives in you, why then should you fail? Why should a man carry God and fail? It's a song that I put out, of course, by the inspiration of the Spirit, to prick the mind of us who say that we are Christians, that we are God carriers. Are there things we're not doing right? Have we blown up religion over the truth? Are we celebrating religion, going to church, coming back, and not thinking about measuring the results in our lives? Why should a man carry God and fear? Why should a man carry God and fail? So it's a song that talks about, the truth versus religion.
The truth is that
We're totally out of time.
Don't worry, we'll take two more
but-
questions. Take Bukola and then we can round up.
Okay. If you can
30
answer this,
seconds,
if you can
because they're
answer this in-
on us. They're literally on us.
Yeah, so we're spending time saying the honors. But if you can answer this in 1 minute, over time, things have changed in the music industry, things have progressed, but there's also been the entry of new sounds, development of old sounds into new. Do you feel a sense of loneliness in the world of reggae music as against, these other sounds?
Time is short. I'm raring to go. I need to answer your question. I have a whole lot. No, I'm not lonely here. When I listen to a lot of songs they play today, I hear reggae. I hear that they have taken reggae to what they call African Afrobeat. It's pure reggae music. Listen to it.
Tell them.
Yes, it's pure reggae. It's dancehall, which explains why you find inputs of patois here and there, that Jamaican influence. It's reggae music. I hear them singing. No, I'm not lonely here. And by the way, there are so many people who love and listen to reggae music as I know it. Yes, as we know it. No. Lonely? No.
We need to sing with you. I mean, you don't get to share the stage with Buchi.
We're totally out of time, but I
I'm
want
not
to do
singing
this.
my favorite,
So-
Mama.
So which do we do? So we can sing along with you.
Let's honor the lady. She's chosen.
Mama.
The
Right?
gospel is not for Sunday morning alone. Each and every day that the Lord has made, we are going to give thanks and praise to the Lord. Almighty Father, Papa never tire. Holy Papa blessing him, Lord, I and I. Give I bikini and plenty dollar. Hey, Papa never tire, make we give him the praise. Mama, my Lord, I'm singing, Mama. Oh, Mama, onye wanyi ibe, anamasia, Mama Jesus. Oh yeah, baby. I have a question. Give me the answer. I have a question. Please give me the answer. I have a question. Give me the answer. Tell me the one who make you fat and nice. Tell me the one who make you fresh and young. Tell me the one who make you prosperous. Ready, we ready and gone, me gone. Come on, everybody, make me give him the praise. Mama, I'm singing. Lord, I'm saying, onye wanyi ime,
We're totally out of time, Buchi. The legendary
Buchi and his
Buchi.
new band.
And his new band. Thank you so much for coming on the program.
And Jeffrey.
So, thank you for watching. I'm Jeffrey Zama.
We'll be back next week. Have a wonderful weekend. I am Bukola Coca.
Trust me, the show is over. Sunrise Daily is next, but we are here.
Bye-bye.
Bye.